Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. So in this video, I want to tell you guys and ladies to never, ever tell anyone everything about you. Okay, don't tell anyone everything about you. When I mean everything about you, I'm talking about don't tell anyone about all the things that you like to do. Don't tell people everything you're thinking. Don't reveal a lot of information about yourself to anybody. Right? And you're probably saying, why, Mr. Locario? What's I don't understand, because I tell my girlfriend everything. I tell my boyfriend everything. I tell my husband and wife everything. I tell my best friend everything, right? They know everything about me. And what I'm telling you is stop doing that shit, right? Now, the reason why you want to stop doing that shit is because what happens is that when you tell people everything about you and everything you're thinking and the way you like to do things and all this other stuff, what happens is that people start to think that they know you. They start to think they know your every move. They start to believe you're predictable, right? And so therefore what happens is that if you're in situations where you're dealing with people, for example, who might not necessarily like you, but they're not going to tell you they don't like you, right? This could be your, friend group. This can be people you work with. This can be people in your family or whatever it is like that. What happens is that they feel like they know your weaknesses. They feel like they know your strengths. So whenever they feel like they want to hurt you, right? Then what'll happen is that because they think they know you, because you're telling them every fucking thing, they say, oh, I can do this to hurt that person. You understand? They can do that to hurt you, right? Or on the flip side, let's say a person may not necessarily want to hurt you, but they may want to take advantage of you because they feel they know you and they feel they know certain things about you and they feel that you would do certain things with them or for them because they think they know you already, because you've been talking and telling them all your feelings and your secrets and your thoughts and your history and all this other stuff. So for example, let's say you have somebody that you know and they need to, let's say, move out of their house or something like that. And you're telling them about, oh, I love working out. I love lifting heavy. I do all these things and I'm always at the gym and blah. And you're telling them all this stuff. So now what happens is that because they know that about you and because they feel like, oh, he wouldn't mind helping me move because he likes to lift heavy things. So let me call so-and-so. You see what I'm saying? So what happens is that because you're blabbing about all the shit that you like to do and everything that you're about, they can sometimes use that to their advantage, right? To get you to do things for them based on them thinking that they know you, right? And that's because you're telling everyone everything about you, right? Even your thoughts, like you think about certain things a certain way. You have certain opinions and certain ideas, right? Keep a lot of these shits to yourself because based on how you think, right? And then you act upon those things or you talk about these things and discuss these things. People think they have a read on you and then they're going to base how they respond and react to you based on that. Now, I'm not saying to, not divulge anything. I'm not saying to, avoid people and, act like some avoidant motherfucker. What I'm saying is that keep some shit to yourself. You don't have to tell everyone everything. And this goes even for the people you're closest to, right? Because you might have a boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, like close family and friends and all of that. And they are going to know a lot about you based on them being around you or growing up with you and all these other different things, right? But you still want to be able to hold things, to yourself, right? Also, the reason why you want to do this is because you want to make sure that you are keeping things to yourself so that you can self-reflect and have time to actually figure your own shit out. See, a lot of times people say, oh, be vulnerable, express yourself and all that other good stuff, right? And it's nothing wrong with expressing yourself. But the problem is that when you're so used to just blabbing everything and talking about everything and want to share everything and all this other stuff, you don't give yourself time to sit with yourself to figure your own shit out. And then when you talk too much and when you're, putting all that energy out there, you're getting feedback from other people, which robs you from you having time to figure your own shit out, to understand your own identity in this particular moment and in these particular situations, right? Also, what happens is that when you keep shit to yourself and you're not telling everybody everything about you, what happens is that you actually are more attractive to people, right? And what I mean by that is, if you're a man watching this and you're, you're attracted to women, women will be more attracted to you. You're a woman like, you're attracted to men, men will be more attracted to you. Or if you're gay, straight, whatever, people are going to be more attracted to you. And even on a platonic level, people are going to be more attracted to you. Now, why is this? See, the reason why is because when you keep shit to yourself, right? That's mystery there, meaning that there's certain things about you that people don't know that are actually present and that, are actually happening or have happened. And so because they don't know it, right, there's a feeling of mystery there, which is intriguing. Also, what happens is that when they don't know a lot of shit about you, what happens is that sometimes they may find things out about you and it's a surprise, which basically makes you even more mysterious because they're like, oh shit, I thought I knew this person, but now that I found this out, I guess I don't know them how I thought I knew them. And that's interesting. So what else is this person about? What else is going on with this person? So like, let's say, for example, a person, thinks that you're just a homebody and you don't really go out much and you don't socialize that much for whatever reason. And they see you as that person based on what they know about you. Then let's say one day they're walking in a park and they see you, playing chess with some of the OGs in the park and shit. And then they're like, hey, wait a second. What are you doing here? I didn't even know you be hanging out here. And you know how to play chess too. Like they're learning all these things about you, by just stumbling upon it. But they didn't know about these things beforehand because you weren't blabbing everything and telling them every fucking thing about you. You understand what I'm saying? So again, there's nothing wrong with, sharing information. There's nothing wrong with, talking about, certain things that you feel or you think and having conversations and, getting to know people and people getting to know you. What I'm saying is that you don't need to tell everyone everything. You understand what I'm saying? Again, because you don't want those people who are kind of, sneaky and try to sabotage you based on who they think you are. You also don't want people taking advantage of you based on what they know you like or how they view you to be as a person and say, oh, I can get him to do that or do this because I know this motherfucker, right? And also you want to leave some of that mystery there so that when people are interacting with you, they're surprised. And then that also makes them realize that they don't really know you how much, as much as they thought they did. You feel what I'm saying? So guys, that's pretty much it. Listen, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the DM and I'll holler at y'all later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. I'm out.